And welcome, folks, here atop Gary Fletcher Court. Lewis Thune alongside Son Edom as we prepare for tonight's Class C1 action between the Concordia Mustangs and the Wood River Eagles. Coming into tonight, the Eagles on the year 22-9, while the Mustangs looking at 22-3. I apologize. Wood River on the year is sitting at 18-6. And the Eagles coming in tonight, a three-point shooting team, whereas the Mustangs prefer the inside game through big men like Justin Otten and Zachary El-Harathy. We are set for tonight's play-in game for the Class C1 state tournament in Lincoln. Tonight's winner will punch their ticket, and the losers will go home.
Yeah, it's the district final with a chance to repeat if you're a Mustang to go back to the state tournament, which they finished third last year. As for Wood River, the last time they went to the state tournament was back in 2006, a first-round loss to Louisville, 56-54. Wood River's been to the state tournament 11 times. They're 2-11. They picked up a couple wins, but it's been a long, long time since they've seen any type of state experience, and they're out here. They're the 13th, I think, ranked team in the district. Meanwhile, Concordia, 4th-ranked team in the district, but 9th-ranked in the state, playing on their home court. I think they do have the advantage tonight, but I think the game is going to come down to who shoots better beyond the three-point line, because watching video from Wood River, obviously being at the games for Concordia, both teams shoot a lot of threes, but I think Wood River relies heavily on the three-point shot way more than Concordia does.
Yeah, Wood River has shown throughout the season with this 20-6 record that they are a very, very strong team when that three-point shot is falling for them. Their biggest win coming against the Amherst Broncos, whereas their biggest loss came against the Meade Raiders. The three-point shot wasn't falling in that game, and obviously they snuck in here to the play-in game, and they're looking to punch their ticket to Lincoln after beating the state runner-up of last year, Adams Central.
Yeah, the number one team, Wahoo, they advanced with a 77-50 victory in their district final. Wayne, they advanced to the district with a district victory. Ogallala and Ashland Greenwood, the 4 teams so far that have qualified for the Class C state tournament. Tonight we've got Kearney Catholic against Chadron, Concordia against Wood River, Auburn versus Central Catholic, and Gordon Rushville versus Fort Calhoun. So the winner of those 4 games will advance, and that will make up the 8 teams for the Class C1 state tournament down in Lincoln, starting, I believe, next week.
Yeah, with a win tonight, the Concordia Mustangs would become the 4 seed in the Nebraska Class C1 state basketball tournament, whereas Wood River, with a win tonight, would likely punch their ticket around a 7 or an 8 seed, depending on how the other games tonight turn out with the other play-in teams, like you said, Kearney Catholic, Auburn, Central City.
Let's take a pause for the national anthem. The other thing, Lewis, is what we've got going on. I believe, I did some research for the game tonight for these two teams, and I believe this is the first matchup between these two teams, possibly ever. Going back through the archives, I couldn't find these two teams matching up before. So I'm not sure if they have. Obviously, you can go back to the 1920s with high school basketball in Nebraska, because the NSAA, the Nebraska Schools Athletic Association, keeps some pretty good records. But I think tonight might actually be the first time these two teams actually meet.
That seems to be correct. For my part, I cannot recall a single time seeing this Wood River Eagles team either here in Omaha or the Mustangs of Concordia making their way out to Wood River. But take a look at the starting lineups for tonight. The Wood River Eagles bringing out at guard the 6-foot senior Aiden Graves, followed by the 6'3" junior forward Caleb Hawk. At number 13, Caleb Stewart, a 5'10" senior guard. Number 24, Easton Graves, the 6-foot senior guard. And finally rounding them out at forward, number 33, Joshua Lure, a 6'2" sophomore. Meanwhile, for the Mustangs, same rotation as we have seen all year from them. Number 3, Brock Olson, the 6'1" senior. Number 4, Zach Kulis, the 6-foot senior. Number 20, Justin Otten, the 6'5" senior. Number 24, Karsten Matson, the 6'0" senior. And Zach Alharathi, a 6'6" senior, number 32.
It should be a good matchup. We've got good size on each side of the ball. We've got the home court advantage. You got the home court. I don't know if it's an advantage because this gym is absolutely packed. I think you made the comment, there's more people in this gym tonight possibly than in the town of Wood River. We've got both bands here. I think I parked illegally. That's how many cars are on this campus right now. I mean, this place is humming, and we're getting ready to set this thing off.
It is packed here at Jerry Fletcher Court tonight. We are set for an incredible game. The tip is won by Easton Graves, and Wood River will set up their offense.
Yeah, again, a three-point shooting team. Easton Graves, number 24, is somebody to keep an eye on for Wood River.
Working a ball around the perimeter. Wood River not seeing any penetration right here, being really patient, relying on those off-ball screens. Traversed out to Lure. Moves across the perimeter. Ball control. Lure on the drive. Kicks out to number 24, Easton Graves, and he misses. Long rebound is pulled in by Pauk.
Yeah, the boards are going to be significant tonight, especially. We say that all the time, but especially tonight because, again, Wood River shoots that three pretty good. You don't want to give them second chances out beyond the arc, getting that bonus point for three.
The steal from Brock Olson on a lazy pass from Caleb Pauk. Inside goes Olson, and he is fouled. He will head to the line to shoot two, and already the intensity in this gym is high. The crowds are loud on their respective sides. As mentioned earlier, population of Wood River on the last sentence sat at around 1,300 people. There are currently a couple more than 1,300 in this gym right now. Olson will sink his first free throw for the Mustangs, and there's your first point of the night. 57 seconds in, Brock Olson puts down his first free throw.
Tomorrow being March 1st, we talk about March Madness, but March Madness is going to start tonight right here in this gym.
Looks like lane violation was called on number 32, Zach Alharathi for the Mustangs. And so the second free throw from Brock Olson will be negated.
Good defense so far from the Mustangs, so they've come out putting pressure on, getting that steal. Let's see how long they can do that. They're a well-conditioned team, too.
It looks like Coach Ken Kulis has called for a perimeter denial defense. They're playing their men a little bit tighter than we might be used to seeing around teams like Boys Town and especially Fort Calhoun.
I was watching a lot of video on Wood River. There's not a whole lot of their inside game. You don't see a whole lot of inside game from them, so perhaps that's a good defense to take here starting out.
This Concordia defense works every practice against a generic 5-out set, and you're seeing Wood River come at them with that, and that's something Wood River coming into this game was the most seasoned defense Concordia plays is against 5-out because they see it in a lot of teams in their district competitions. Brock Olson pulls up for three, and he puts one down.
Concordia has come out hot many times this year on their home gym. So far, looking good. Can they sustain it and put this lead even bigger on the scoreboard in the first quarter?
undefeated on their home court this year is Concordia. The miss from Easton Graves, rebound to Karsten Matheson.
Yeah, so far I don't think there's been any offensive boards for Wood River, which has kept them from second chance points, which bodes well so far here in the early going, because you want to play from the lead, not from behind.
Otten misses a 2, the rebound to Josh Luer. We're really seeing early on another interesting set from this Concordia team is offensively they're letting Brock Olson run point guard, and they're setting up Zach Koulis and Karsten Matheson for looks, and the steal there from Zach Koulis dishes to Justin Otten, so Zach Koulis gets himself a steal and an assist, and Justin Otten is on the board with 2. 6-0 Mustangs here 3 minutes into the first quarter, and the Wood River Eagles will take a timeout.
Yeah, so far Concordia 1 3-point out of 1 attempt. Wood River 0 for 2 from beyond the arc. Wood River's turned the ball over 2 times, and Concordia getting their free throw with the other one being negated by the lane violation.
Yeah, it's spectacular out of the gates for Concordia. That's always something you want to do early on in a game is just come out, get some points off the bat. And for this Concordia team, 6 points in the first 3 minutes. It's not great, and it's really nothing new, but you saw that defense really starting to man up and forcing that Eagles team to just keep passing the ball around the perimeter, denying them open looks off those high screens. And ultimately, that's what's making the difference here just 3 minutes into the games. This Concordia team up 6-0.
Well, the other thing, too, you talk about experience. Last year, Concordia, this group of players right here tonight, they've been through this. They've been to the state tournament last year. They finished 3rd, so they won a game at state. They're a seasoned team. They've been in big games. They've won big games. You take a look at this particular Wood River club, it's been 2006 since they made it to state. I'm not sure what their district stuff is like as far as success, but they might be a little bit more antsy, a little bit more on edge because they have a bigger game because they've just never been here before.
Adams Central has had a tight grip on the Wood River Eagles district for a long time there. Graves will get in. The assist will go to Caleb Stewart. 6-2 Mustangs. Brock Olson takes the ball in. 2 points, and he gets fouled. And already, Brock Olson, the biggest game of his career to this point. He has come out with 6 points in the first quarter, in the first 4 minutes, with a chance to add another one.
And this will be huge because if you can answer a Wood River bucket with a bucket +1, then Otten's going to get called with a foul. But you got to answer, and at least they got the deuce out of it.
Checking in for the Mustangs, number 5, Quentin McCafferty, their 6th man, big man, 6'9", at just a sophomore. He really makes a difference inside for the Mustangs, of course. Today, they're not really worried about that inside game. They want to neutralize the three-point shooting ability of Wood River.
So that's significant because Caleb Polk, their starting center, has 2 personal fouls.
A loss of Polk would be interesting for this Wood River team. They normally like to play a short rotation. So having to take a guy out early on in the game might mess with their coach's strategy coming into this game. Open in the corner was Easton Graves, but unable to get it. The rebound to Polk.
The other thing that might make a difference, in a game like this, if Wood River doesn't come in here on a regular basis, the rims might be unfamiliar.
Karsten Matheson with a very nice steal makes his way to the basket and will draw the foul. Does not make the basket. Matheson, however, a spectacular free throw shooter all throughout his high school career, so you can expect to see both of these go down. In rhythm, Matheson puts down the first one for the Mustangs, 9-2.
They talk about making you earn it at the free throw line, not giving up the 3 points. So early on, that's okay, but also, you want to make sure that some of these key players for Wood River, now that you're down 10-2, don't end up in foul trouble and sit on the bench alongside Caleb Polk.
That's already 3 turnovers from Wood River. That's 3 steals for 3 different Mustangs. And you see that tight defense is already playing a factor here early on. Zach Koulis bats away a Wood River pass and checks in Elliott Wilson for the Mustangs, the 7th guy. and he's in for Brock Olson, 6 points on the night.
So far, the Concordia defense really standing strong there, not giving up any freebies on the inside.
You see this Wood River offense trying to set up a double screen on the right side. All of the last 3 possessions, we've seen that happen. The shooting guard and the main forward will come in and set a guard for their shooter.
You know, we've seen opponents for the Concordia play pretty tough defense, some tenacious defense. And if Wood River doesn't see that type of defense, it might be a tough night.
Hawk puts in 2 points, puts himself on the board. 10-4 Mustangs. A nice response there from Caleb Hawk, getting inside and scoring on this tight Mustangs defense.
It might almost behoove them to go after whoever's Caleb is guarding. Maybe go inside Al-Harathi and try to get that 3rd foul on Hulk.
Koulis pulls up mid-range and knocks it down. He has his first 2 points of the night, unassisted for the Mustangs, 12-4.
Yeah, it was about time that he shows up, makes his presence known.
Zach Koulis, the All-State C1 guard last year. The block from Quentin McCafferty, and he will take the ball for the Mustangs. Passes to Zach Koulis.
Yeah, that's a huge block right there because you're trying to establish an inside presence and you get blocked.
Al-Harathi misses inside, the rebound to Quentin McCafferty, and he quickly puts it up off the glass and in. So you saw Al-Harathi try to establish contact in there, put in a bucket. Smart defense from Caleb Hawk not to pick up another foul. As you said, he already has 2 on the night, but ultimately it didn't matter as Quentin McCafferty was able to grab the rebound and put it in.
I think right now we can see that the inside presence of Al-Harathi and McCafferty could dominate Wood River. Wood River doesn't look like they can match up inside right now. And that bodes well on the offensive boards, too, for the Mustangs.
Travel there from Aiden Graves, and that is the 4th turnover for Wood River in the first quarter. The Mustangs will take the ball, already up double digits with a minute and a half left to play.
Yeah, and the Mustangs haven't turned the ball over yet. With that 10-point advantage, you take those turnovers that Wood River is committed, and you turn those into points, and that gets you advantage.
Very efficient offense. Zach Koulis penetrates inside and puts 2 more on the board for the Mustangs. And another timeout from Wood River. 16-4 Mustangs here. Less than a minute and a half to play in the first quarter. The Mustangs with all the momentum coming into the night.
Let's get into that point in the game. You know, you've only got 8 minutes per quarter. And it's getting to that point to the game when you start from watching Concordia play over the course of this season. Once they get to about this point in the game, up by 12, you start getting a few more buckets, you extend it to 20, the opponents can't come back. It becomes insurmountable at a 20-point lead because you're starting to get the point difference versus the clock difference versus you would have to have the Mustangs just go absolutely 0 points for like 8-10 minutes in a row in order for the other team to come back. It's just mathematics becomes involved, and it's getting to the point where Wood River needs to do something if they want to stay in this game because Concordia is starting to make it so that it gets to the point where Wood River can't come back.
Concordia spectacular this year at jumping out to early leads. You saw there on the replay Zach Koulis' excellent penetration and the smart defensive play there from Quentin McCafferty. And another turnover from Wood River. That's the 5th of the night as in for Wood River now, number 20 Christian Johnson and number 2 Reed Graves.
And it's starting to become those unforced turnovers, just traveling, double dribble, those type of things, which are out here near half court. You can't have those.
And a foul out up top there. Looked like it was called on number 4, Aiden Graves. That'll be his 2nd foul of the night.
Yeah, a couple of starters now looking at some foul trouble here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I see you checking in onto the scorer's bench as sub for Wood River, foreseeably coming in there for Aiden Graves. Elliott Wilson puts up a 2. It's rebounded. No, the rebound gets away from Quentin McCafferty, but the Mustangs will retain possession out off Graves' foot.
But just look at McCafferty. There's really nobody except maybe you look at Joshua Lure, but everybody at least just comes to McCafferty's shoulder. That's about it. And then with his arm reach, his arm span, wingspan, he can dominate inside all day long.
Yeah, to this point in the season, we've really only seen Easton Marshbanks on Lincoln Christian, who's been able to match the size that McCafferty brings. And the strength, however, from Zach O'Harafi is another story. McCafferty is called for an over the back.
Well, that's only his first, so that's okay. Aggressive play. You can never fault somebody for aggressive play early on.
McCafferty's going to have to be smart about that. He's been improving over the course of the year and not picking up those bad fouls early on, and especially heading into potentially the state tournament. The Mustangs are going to need Quentin McCafferty off the bench, so they can't have him falling into foul trouble, especially early on in the game. So with 40 seconds left here to play, Wood River will take the ball down 12 to this Concordia Mustangs team.
Now with no shot clock again, let's see if they hold it for one. Try to minimize the damage here in the first quarter. Still some points at the end. And it looks like the Mustangs are content to just let them do that.
Koulis will not contest, and so looks like Caleb Stewart will take the ball for Wood River. And we'll see who puts up the last shot. Stewart moves inside to Pauk. Pauk puts a 2 off the glass. It's rebounded by Karsten Matson. He loses control of the ball with a second to play, and the first quarter is in the books. Mustangs come out firing out of the gates here in this first quarter, and they work themselves up to a nice 12-point lead, 16-4. Really the story of this first half.
We're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back with some first quarter stats right after this.
Reminder to come get your mower season here at Concordia to benefit the Concordia robotics team. And as we head here into the second quarter, Son, would you catch us up on the stats and the scoring from the first quarter?
Yeah, so 16-4 was the end of the first quarter score, with Olsen leading the way with 6, Koulis with 4, Masson with 2, Otten 2, and McCafferty 2. Polk and Graves each with 2 for Wood River.
Certainly saw the story of that first quarter. Wood River was not able to get their shots to fall. But here you see Olsen comes out with a miss to start the first quarter for the Mustangs, and Easton Graves pulled down the board, and we had some commotion there down on the end of the court. Ended up foul call on Brock Olsen. He'll pick up his first of the half.
That was a pretty slick commercial. I'll get back to that here at the next dead ball, because I might need a mower that needs service.
Me as well.
Unless I can get you to come mow my lawn.
Well, you never know, son. You never know.
Oh, nice defensive play there by Otten.
Otten pulls away a steal, and that's the 4th steal for this Concordia team tonight, forcing their 6th turnover against this Wood River team. And looks like the Wood River defense has moved to a zone. Olsen, the nice penetration inside. 8 points here in this first half from Brock Olsen as he gets through the Wood River zone and puts down the steal from Elliott Wilson. And he handles the pressure defense there and will put down 2. Balloon this Mustang lead to 16 here a minute in to the second quarter. And Wood River will look to take the lid off of the basket.
Yeah, see, it's starting to get to that point that I talked about earlier, because that's what you're going to get. You're going to start to see Wood River panicking a bit and launching up some forced three-pointers.
Olsen finds an open Zach Koulis, but it's missed, and the rebound goes to Aiden Graves.
Looked like they had an opportunity down low with Hulk at the low post, but just a bad pass down around his ankles. And that's the one thing that you are taught or maybe learn as a basketball player is the big men, they can't go down to their ankles and pick it up. You got to get the ball up higher. And Hulk just couldn't come up with that one.
Bad pass there from Lure will give the Mustangs the ball. It's turnover number 9 for Wood River.
That's just way too many. That's like early season turnover stats right there.
Koulis makes a move in the corner, puts up an open 3, but is unable to cash it in on the rebound to Christian Johnson.
Yeah, long shot equals long rebound. Tracking it down in the corner.
Very good awareness there to pull it away from the Concordia inside. You see it without Harathi and Ottman there. But foul called on Zach Koulis defensively. That'll be his first. Mustangs 4th of the half.
You know, 10.5 minutes roughly into this game, and Wood River has yet to connect on a 3.
That is something that does not bode well for this Wood River team. They need that 3-point shot in order to pull away games.
They only had 4 opportunities, too. They're 0 for 4.
Christian Johnson puts up an inside shot, and it's pulled down by Zach O'Harathi. No good. And the Mustangs will look again to expand this lead. Olsen drives directly in.
Offensive foul.
Brock Olsen called for the charge. And Coach Ken Koulis will take him out of the game in favor of Elliott Wilson.
That was a bang-bang play. Could have gone either way. And it went the way of the Eagles.
It was very smart there by the Wood River defense. They've seen Brock Olsen come out scoring early on in this game, and especially he loves to get that penetration. And that's how he's been getting his points. So wisely decided to take the charge. The 2 is put up, a rebound is grabbed by Zach Koulis, and another miss from the Wood River offense, and Concordia is in business. Justin Otten connects with the 2 points and a foul. The assist to Zach Koulis, his 2nd of the night. Otten will head to the line. Chance to put this Concordia lead to 19 here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, I'd like to say hello to Justin's family, San Francisco, St. Louis, listening all across the country. I'd like to thank you for tuning in and being a part of the Concordia Live family.
Otten misses the free throw, but the bucket, the initial bucket will count. 22 for this Mustangs team is coming out of the gates firing. Josh Lure loses his footing there. Looks to be fine. And Wood River pulls away again, not going for that 3-point shot.
At the 4:45 mark of the first quarter, the score was 6-2. Blows the layup. Since then, it's been, 16-2?
Yeah, the Mustangs offense has absolutely turned on, and meanwhile, Wood River is stone cold. What a play there from Zach O'Harathi. He loses the ball midair, bounces up under the backboard, and he grabs it and puts in a reverse layup for himself. So, I guess he just wanted the extra rebound.
The way we're going, we might get some chip time.
We're hoping to see some chip time tonight.
Another missed 3-pointer from the corner and back the other way in transition.
Wilson puts it up high off the glass and cannot get the bounce off the rim. So the Mustangs will not expand the lead past 20. Another 3 put up from Wood River. Another rebound grabbed by Justin Otten.
Oh, that was a nice move by Koulis. He just left Caleb Stewart wondering what happened.
Koulis, a very fast guy at guard, able to get past his defenders both on and off the ball. An asset to this Concordia offense.
Yeah, Mathis inbounding on the baseline. This is kind of dangerous for Wood River because there's so many offensive weapons that they can go to on the inbounds pass.
The assist to number 24, Carson Masson. Justin Otten puts down his 6th point of the night, 26-4 Concordia. And Wood River still hasn't scored this second quarter, but Otten, careless foul there, trying to grab a steal.
Yeah, this is a long scoring drought. Wood River needs something, just anything to break that scoreless drought and get on the board here in the second quarter. You can't go the entire quarter without getting any points.
Still nothing from Wood River. They're just not finding the open looks they're looking for. The ball is tipped out by Quentin McCafferty. Wood River will retain possession, but still cannot put a bucket down here early or late in the second quarter, that is.
Yeah, Concordia looking awfully solid here in the district final.
Josh Lure misses the 3, and the rebound is pulled in by Quentin McCafferty.
Which is what you like to see heading into state, is firing on all cylinders.
Meanwhile, Concordia comes back. Elliott Wilson misses a 3 of his own, and the rebound goes to Austin Graves. Another 3 from Wood River, another miss, but it's pulled down by Caleb Pauk, giving Wood River a second chance opportunity. Pauk takes it inside and scores an and-one play on Quentin McCafferty.
Yeah, Wood River 0 for 8 from beyond the arc. Concordia 1 of 5. We talked about, I don't know if we were on air when we were talking about it, but it came down to, I thought it was going to come down to whoever makes the most three-point shots. Well, so far it's 1-0 Mustangs. Didn't think it was going to be that small of a number, but nonetheless, that's where we're at.
Hawk misses the free throw. Reboard to Karsten Matson, and the Mustangs offense will look to keep up their hot streak. Karsten Matson can't complete the pass to Zach Alharathi. Matson did have a record-breaking year for the Concordia football team. Rather stellar there at quarterback, but just overthrows the big forward, Zach Alharathi, and that'll be a turnover for this Mustangs offense.
Yeah, it was like a 10-minute and 25-second scoring drought for Wood River.
And double-digit turnovers for Wood River. As a little contact off the screen there, Easton Graves couldn't pull in the pass. And Concordia will take the ball up 20, 2 minutes left in the second quarter.
Well, if you're wearing white and blue, you got to be pretty happy so far. If you're wearing purple, you came a long way. It's been a tough road.
Spectacular footwork inside from the big man, Quentin McCafferty. He puts down points 3 and 4 on the night for him. That's what you love to see from Quentin McCafferty. He's not just a big man. He can move inside. Caleb Pauk, Wood River's 11th turnover of the night. Concordia up 22, looking to expand the lead even more. And they score another 2 points. They're on pace to score 60. And this year, the Mustangs have been pretty stellar when they're able to score 60 or above. In fact, they have not lost a game. They're sitting at 13-0 on the year, scoring 60 or more. Matson's three-point attempt is swatted far into the stands there. Some great defense from Easton Graves, but the Mustangs will keep the ball.
Yeah, Mathon's going to be unfazed by that. Some people get rattled. He's unfazed. He'll get back in there. He'll take it again.
And Matson gets the last laugh as he puts down a 3. The assist to Zach Alharathi. And this Mustangs offense is taking full advantage of the Wood River defense in a way we really haven't seen this year. This Mustangs offense has been consistent against the zone, but not explosive. And tonight, they've completely overturned that as they've been knocking down buckets left and right. Koulis sticks his foot out to deflect the pass, and he'll get called for a kick. So Wood River will keep the ball inbounding from the side.
Yeah, again, Wood River going to try to score here because they're down by 25.
Lure for 3. Misses. Rebound to McCafferty.
Now the Mustangs will hold for one and take this insurmountable lead going into halftime.
Wood River trying to force a turnover with some pressure defense, but Mustangs handle the pressure, and they will take these last 12 seconds to put up a nice shot. Masson and Kulis tossing the ball back and forth. Kulis sees a look he likes, pulls up for the step back three, rattles around.
Count it.
Quinn McCafferty gets himself 2 rebounds and 2 points off of a Zach Kulis miss at the end of the quarter.
They're going to talk about it, I believe. They haven't awarded the points yet to, now they have.
It's official. McCafferty will get that second rebound and those 2 points.
So real quick, Concordia from beyond the arc, 2 of 6. Wood River, 0 of 9. 2 turnovers for Concordia, 11 for Wood River. From the free throw line, Concordia 3 of 5. Meanwhile, Wood River, the Eagles, 0 for 1. And so at halftime, the score is 33-6.
This is something we were not expecting to see coming into this game. 2 3-pointers in the first half from both of the teams combined, and as the Concordia dance team steps onto the court, we will step away.
Opens doors that you didn't think were there. It challenges you to grow into yourself. The Concordia family is a friendly environment that is very special to my heart and that I will admire forever. It is a judgment-free, loving, and safe zone for everyone. People here truly care what others are feeling, which is very comforting knowing that someone will be there for me through my hardships. This family at Concordia is much more than just a school. It is a place where all are welcome and where all will be cherished in a kind-hearted way.
I love Concordia because of the immense opportunities it has brought me. I've had the ability to participate in athletics, which at other schools I may have not had that opportunity. I've had the opportunity to explore different ideas and concepts with some of the best people I know.
Concordia allows you the ability to explore different sports and try new things. You are encouraged to branch out and try what interests you. Being able to play multiple sports improves every aspect of your life. At Concordia, the staff knows what it takes to compete at the next level and how to get there. As an athlete, I was given knowledge and equipment to reach that next level.
At Concordia, we have lots of opportunities for students to get involved in. We have musical, student council, robotics, art club, and National Spanish Honor Society. Each activity creates a sense of community among the students. These communities form lifelong friendships.
The teachers at Concordia care about their students. They go above and beyond to help students succeed. When I'm struggling with a specific subject, my teachers will do what is necessary to help me. Teachers also will pray with the class and often ask for prayer requests, and they will follow up on those requests. I know my teachers personally and have learned that my teachers want what is best for me academically and personally.
At Concordia, I am free to speak my mind where people don't judge my opinions or beliefs. As a Christian school, we are able to discuss difficult topics and work through them in a comfortable and safe environment.
Through Bible classes, I have been able to work through doubts or questions about the Bible and its teachings. The opportunity to discuss the Bible and its struggles to become a in today's world.
Going to chapel is always my favorite part of the week. The community built through it creates very strong relationships in a personal way. Growing relationships with others is one of my favorite parts of chapel. You get to worship alongside others and create friendships that are built through God.
Concordia has also given me the opportunity to be around people who not only push me to be a better student or athlete, but to be a better man of God. It truly has been a great privilege to be around people who care about my academic and spiritual journeys. I'm extremely grateful to Concordia for giving me this opportunity.
Apologies for the audio issues there on that commercial, but we welcome you back to Jerry Fletcher Court here on the campus of Concordia Junior Senior High. 33-6, the Mustangs lead here against the Wood River Eagles in the play-in game for the state tournament. With the win tonight, the Mustangs would be the number 4 seed in the state tournament, whereas the Eagles could cement their spot either in the 7th or 8th seed. But the Mustangs on the first half. We'll see if Wood River can turn it around here heading into the second half. 33-6, the Mustangs lead.
Yeah, there's no way that Wood River comes back and wins this game. So I think it's safe to say you can start making reservations for Lincoln if you're a Mustang fan, because you will be headed to Lincoln for the state tournament. Teresa Hansen watching tonight from Monterey, California. I think she's the one that was in San Francisco last time. Courtney Siemens from Norton, Kansas. John Nemeth checking in on our live chat along with Jay Holstay. Hope I said that right. I'd like to thank you all for watching. I know many of you, we have 327 I think watching right now, and we'd like to thank you all for watching. I know my parents are watching from 352, 370.
Ladies and gentlemen, students,
I know my parents are watching all the way from Omaha. But hey, you know what? If you enjoyed the broadcast, we'd like to thank you for watching Concordia Live. If you've enjoyed the broadcast, you know, Concordia Live is proud to bring you full-featured broadcasts. This whole season has been pretty much brought to you by the students, led by the students. And it's been a fun journey this year. I mean, we've had an opportunity last year at COVID, so this year, you know, been able to be out full production. And we've had students have the opportunity to flourish in areas like communication, video production, and cinematography. But, you know, as anything, part of providing each broadcast is having the right equipment. You know, some of you watching, you know what I'm talking about. We'd like to thank a generous donor. They've been able to donate this year and give us some valuable updates to our critical components. But you know what, if you'd like Concordia Live and you'd like to see it continue, you know, we do need some updates for next year. We'd like to expand our broadcast as well, and we do need some expanding equipment. So if you're interested in supporting Concordia Live through a donation or maybe a sponsorship, you've seen some commercials running tonight, probably have some opportunities to run some commercials next year for you. But if you're interested in supporting Concordia Live through a donation or sponsorship for next season, please contact Mario Alejandre in the advancement office. If you have general questions about Concordia Live Student Club, you can contact Matt Mueller, and you can contact the school to reach both of those. And we'd like to thank you again for watching Concordia Live as the basketball season winds down tonight. And we've got the scoring recap. So Olsen leading the way with 8 points. McCafferty and Otten each with 6. Matheson with 5. Colas with 4. Al-Harathi and Wilson each with 2. And then on the other side, the Wood River Eagles, led by Polk with 4 points and Easton Graves with 2. The Eagles went on like a 10-minute scoring drought. It was 6-2 with the 4:45 to go in the first quarter at the 4:45 mark, 6-2. So still the game was in reach. By the time they scored again, it was 26-6, and that was at the 2:21 mark of the second quarter. So the long drought pretty much doing the Eagles in here tonight.
Catching up on the scores around Nebraska from Class C1, Central City Auburn currently with 2.5 to play in the fourth quarter. Auburn up 37-32. That's another playing game for State. Auburn, of course, the defending back-to-back-to-back C1 state champions. And Fort Calhoun, Gordon Rushville. Calhoun, a district opponent of the Mustangs, who they dispatched of just a couple days ago, up on Gordon Rushville 35-34. As you mentioned, Son, as Lure puts in a 3 with the assist coming from Graves. This is the final Concordia Live basketball broadcast you'll be seeing this year, so we'd appreciate any advancements you can help us with heading into the next season. This will be the final game for myself up here in the booth and tonight's producer, Bobby Lindell.
I'd like to say hello to Kurt Matheson, listening in. I think he's in Minnesota. He says in Minneapolis. How's the weather there? It's beautiful here.
Looks like push called on Zach Koulis. That's his second of the night. Mustangs 8th of the night, but first of the half, and Wood River will inbound. Pauk puts up a 2. Rebound bounces away. Pauk will be credited with the rebound, and he puts the ball out. Wood River with a second chance opportunity.
Yeah, Wood River's not going to roll over and go away. They're going to scrap and fight. And so Concordia needs to finish this game strong and play it out, not just give up and think they've got it automatically clinched.
Harathi pulls down his 6th board of the night, and the Mustangs will look up to set up the offense again after a stellar first half, 35-9 here early on in the third quarter. Curl cut from Zach Koulis, assisted by Brock Olson. 2 points for Koulis. That puts him at 6 on the night.
Yeah, the Eagles were outscored 16-4 in the first quarter, 17-2 in the second quarter. And they've scored their 4th point now here in the third quarter. Let's see if they can get beyond that 4-point mark. Actually, they've got 5 now.
Lure pulls down the rebound. Matheson missing the open 3, which is something you do not see very often. Karsten Matheson, the best 3-point shooter on this Mustangs team. Wood River already with 5 points in the quarter as opposed to 6 in the first half. So buckets are starting to fall for them, but they're going to need that 3-point to have even the slightest chance in this game. As you can see, down 26 here early on.
Yeah, 1 of 11 from beyond the arc are the Eagles.
The steal is credited to Zach Al-Harafi, and he'll give the ball away to Zach Koulis. Some pressure from Wood River.
But see, again, it's that passing down around the ankles. Paul can't go down there and get him.
Olson misses the close layup. Pauk pulls down the rebound. Wood River is able to stop a Mustang scoring threat there, and they'll look to put down a bucket again, eclipsing their first half total if they can put down another shot here. Lure for 3. Off the front iron and rebounded by Zach Koulis. No good.
Yeah, 1 of 12 now from beyond the arc, and I think they've had 1 free throw attempt. Is that right? 0 for 1. So they've really been limited to that 2-point game, or that 2-point range, I should say.
That's exactly what the Mustangs wanted to do coming into tonight. And deja vu. Zach Koulis on the curl cut, assisted by Brock Olson, puts down another 2-pointer.
Yeah, the Mustangs getting a little lazy, getting back on defense, and so Polk able to beat him back. Al-Harathi thought he had the block shot, but when you get beat like that on defense and you pull up a block shot, chances are it's going to be called a foul when you're blocking from behind after getting beat on defense.
O'Harity not happy with the foul call, but Polk will head to the line nonetheless for a three-point play opportunity. Check that, 2 shots.
Yeah, Polk shooting both free throws so far in the night. He's missed both. Looking for his first point from the free throw line. He's got 4 on the night, a couple of 2-point buckets.
And some student section shenanigans might have gotten Polk's attention as he misses that second free throw. Rebound gets away from Karsten Matheson, so we'll credit it to Brock Olson, and Zach Koulis will put down his 6th point of the third quarter, 10 on the night.
That was great patience too. Pump fake, let the defense fly by, dribble baseline, and pull for a nice baseline jumper.
Aiden Graves drives inside on Karsten Matheson, the unassisted basket. Very nice pass there from Brock Olson, and good patience from Justin Otten. He'll dish inside to Zach O'Harity, and he will put down 2 more points for the Mustangs. The assist to Justin Otten. O'Harity with his 6th point of the night.
That's a nice assist. Nice passing by Otten there.
Easton Graves puts up a 2, and now you're seeing Wood River starting to score. Might be too little too late, but
the pace of the game has increased dramatically here, going up and down, up and down.
the long pass from Olson is corralled by Matheson. He gets the assist inside to Zach O'Harity, and even as Wood River's offense is starting to take off, this Mustangs never left their offense. Absolutely spectacular on the night.
Now this is the type of game I thought we were going to see, kind of an up and down, back and forth. Unfortunately for Wood River, it's the third quarter and you're down by 30.
Otten for 3, why not? And over the top of the backboard. The Otten family won't be too happy about that one.
So 45-15 with 3 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Got McCafferty back in for the Mustangs, giving O'Harity a little breather. Otherwise, you pretty much got the same crop of kids out there, except for Wilson in on the floor now as well for the Mustangs.
Foul call in there. Looks like Easton Graves went up for a pass, and he doesn't even know that he was shooting the ball, but apparently he will be going to the line for 2 free throws. Eagles were already set up for an inbound there, but the shooting foul is called on, I believe, Quentin McCafferty, and Graves will put down his 5th of the night for the Eagles.
Pete Carbs watching from New Orleans. Go Karsten, happy Mardi Gras. An Epic Gamer #1 spamming us in the chat. Again, I'd like to thank all of you for watching and being a part of Concordia Live. And I'm sure you're enjoying this Mustangs victory as they're on the verge of heading to Lincoln for the state tournament for the 2nd year in a row.
Wilson on the drive, and he is turned away in spectacular fashion there by Caleb Polk. 45-17. Just under 3 to go here in the third quarter. This Mustangs offense is absolutely shooting the lights out here in the third quarter, and nothing has changed from the first half. This Mustangs team utterly dominant, and Zach Koulis puts down his 12th point of the night, 8th of the quarter. The assist will go to Karsten Matheson.
That was Koulis' first 3-pointer of the night, I believe, too.
Koulis got a shot to the eye, and he'll get the injury timeout.
This will be a 30-second timeout.
47-20. Mustangs here in the third quarter, and catching go up on the action in Class C1. The Auburn Bulldogs up 41-36 on Central City right now. Just under 30 seconds to play in the fourth quarter.
That would be an upset because Auburn is ranked 5th in C1.
Check that, it's 41-36 Auburn.
Yeah.
And Central City is headed to the line with about 20 seconds
That would
left.
be an upset. Like you said, what? Auburn's won 3 in a row, 3 state championships in a row.
Yes.
That's, at one point, prior to losing this year, they had won some 60, 70 in a row.
And interesting to see, actually, if Auburn is able to pull that out, they will actually play Concordia in the first round of the state tournament. And, of course, last year, the double overtime thriller that sent Concordia home, they lost to Auburn 38-37. So some unfinished business there for that Concordia team.
That's right.
Matson, open for 3, knocks it down, assist to Brock Olson.
His second three-pointer of the night. First one coming after that block shot. Nailing it in the corner. Now this one.
Oh! Zach Koulis takes the ball out of the air and gives the Mustangs possession. A no-look pass from Matson to the far corner for Elliott Wilson. Rebound is corralled by Justin Otten. Matson started walking back to the backcourt after that pass. He was 100% certain that Wilson was knocking down that shot, and Wilson will not disappoint him twice. Another bucket, 53 on the night for this Mustangs team. Only in the third quarter, folks.
Yeah, they extended their lead, 33 points. McCafferty.
The big man with a steal, and he'll get a foul with it too as Christian Johnson from behind.
I wanted to see him go coast to coast. Nothing like a big man going coast to coast.
That's for sure.
Finishing it with a thunderous dunk, bringing down the house. So when the game's over, the fans going to storm the court, or is it already a foregone conclusion so that suspense has kind of been taken out and now you're just ready to go to Lincoln?
Well, we couldn't storm the court last year because of a COVID restriction.
Right.
I'm not sure what we're going to see this year. I do know the student section does take the court for the cutting down of the nets. However, not certain if we're going to see it directly there at the end of the game. Otten inside to McCafferty. He puts down a 2. He trips.
There's just another unforced turnover.
And this Wood River team is frustrated there, as even as they've been able to turn on their offense, Mustangs haven't let up here, and more of the same. We'll check here on the Auburn Central City score.
Yeah, because that would be big if Auburn gets upset by Central Catholic. Either way, it's going to be a tough game, whether they play Auburn, which we're expecting, or if they play Central Catholic, who upsets Auburn. That first-round game for Concordia is going to be pretty tough.
It looks to be all but official for Auburn, up 4 with 5 seconds to go and shooting free throws. So that seals it, folks. Concordia, assuming nothing crazy happens here tonight, will play Auburn in the first round of the state basketball tournament in Lincoln. And I will be there in the student section. Otten dishes to Olson. Olson passes up a layup opportunity, and Mustangs will play for the last shot.
Yeah, why not hold it for 1? You got a 35-point lead. For those of you that might remember the old MTV Rock and Jock basketball games, they'd bring down that 20-point hoop from like 50 feet up in the air. And if you made it, you got 20 points. That's what Wood River's going to need to come back in this one. Oh, there's a push.
Olson will get the assist. Otten will get his 8th point of the night, and the Mustangs are cruising through the third quarter, 57-20. This Mustangs team has all but, and I mean all but, we are 99% certain here that this Mustangs team is headed to Lincoln.
So taking a look at the leading scorer, Koulis now with 13 leads the way. Then you have a bunch of people with 8. Olson, McCafferty, Otten, Matson, and Alherathi all with 8 points, and then Wilson with 5. From the free throw line tonight, 3 of 6. 4 of 10 from beyond the arc are the Mustangs. Wood River 2 of 14 from beyond the arc. They've turned the ball over 15 times, which isn't very good. Lure with a 3-pointer in this third quarter, breaking that 3-point drought. Too little, too late. Easton Graves with 3 points. He has in the quarter. He has 5 on the night. Hawk with 4, and Aiden Graves with 4.
We'll see if we get a Jip sighting here in the fourth quarter here. We actually do have a camera crew from KMTV Omaha covering Matthew Jip throughout the district and state action we'll potentially be seeing. So should be interesting to see if Matthew Jip can put down his first points of the year. Olson will take it inside, misses a 2. Rebound is batted around and falls to Caleb Bach. Wood River will look to put up some threes here.
Yeah, high score in third quarter. Mustangs outscored Wood River 24-14 in that quarter alone. Nice block shot there by Otten.
Otten will get his first block of the night. And perhaps a steal.
Looks like they got a pushing foul. Nice hustle going to the ground. You're up by 37. You're still hustling, playing your heart out. Finishing strong. And the performance tonight, even though it's a blowout, Mustangs have played solid basketball, executing on defense, also on offense, but the defense side of the ball is really have dominated Wood River and forcing them in those unforced turnovers, not allowing them to have offensive boards for second and third chance opportunities.
Inbound here from Wood River. Olson plays it, grabbing a steal. And ladies and gentlemen, it is also official. The Fort Calhoun Pioneers have punched their ticket to Lincoln after beating the Mustangs early on in the season and then falling in large fashion in the sub-district championship game to this Mustangs team. Fort Calhoun has made their way to the state tournament, triumphing over Gordon Rushville 48-44. So they'll likely be perhaps a 6 or 7 seeds. We might see them playing a Kearney Catholic or an Ashland Greenwood team.
Yeah, so far 1 through 5. I'm sure Kearney Catholic's beating Chattern.
I would most definitely assume so. That Kearney Catholic team is a mainstay in Class C1, absolutely solid. One of the only teams to beat this Mustangs squad on the year.
There's a nice block shot by O'Harathey.
O'Harathey with the second block of the night. And all 5 starters still on the floor. And 2 seniors checking in for the Mustangs will be Ace Ekman and Colton Strader on the next stoppage of the clock. Coach Ken Koulis aware that this will be the final home game for this senior squad. Mustangs with 7 seniors this year, and Ace Ekman, Zach O'Harathey, Colton Strader, Karsten Matson, Justin Otten, Zach Koulis, Brock Olson, and Matthew Jip. So I correct myself, that is 8.
Yeah, and so here it comes. This is going to be it. They're going to have a full-scale substitution. And I believe something from the student body section might have come onto the court. Officials talking about it.
Unsure what the commotion is about, but play will continue. And Pauk will sink his 5th point of the night.
And there they go.
River Eagles, and coming in for the Mustangs, the senior number 34, Ace Ekman, and the senior number 25, Colton Strader, flanked by the 2 freshmen, 42, Jackson Shepard, and number 11, Jack Thrasher. And of course, the 7th man, Elliott Wilson, the trusty 3-point shooter off the bench for the Mustangs. Noticeably absent, Matthew Jip.
That was a nice putback, Easton Graves. 7 points on the night.
Jackson Shepard will run point guard for the Mustangs. Errant pass corralled by Colton Strader. Ace Ekman for three. No good off the front rim. Colton Strader goes for the save, but his foot was on the line. Wood River will take the ball now.
So now on the floor for the Mustangs, I'm sure, is the team of the future.
That's for certain. You have Chase Bogues, you have Jack Thrasher, you have Jackson Shepard. Just checking out was Elliott Wilson. Obviously, he'll be a senior next year, and Quentin McCafferty, the big man. Hawk gets inside and scores on Ace Ekman.
Basket is good by Caleb Hawk, and the foul is charged to Mustang number 34, Ace Ekman. That's his first personal and the team's sixth.
And we have a running clock here, folks. I would assume at the 4-minute mark you'd see Matthew Jip make his way over to the scores table. So in 15 seconds here, we'll see what Coach Koulis is thinking.
Yeah, you got a 35-point lead.
Strader takes a shot to the ribs, looks to be fine. Bogues kicks inside to Shepard. There's a pass to Ace Ekman, and out of bounds. Wood River will take the ball. And still no Matthew Jip, under 4 minutes to go.
That's the only storyline left to be played out here is Jip in the ball game getting a bucket.
The shot is put up. Colton Strader reaches over, and Caleb Stewart will head to the line. But more importantly, checking in for the Mustangs, number one, the greatest three-point slinger in the state of Nebraska and quite possibly the entire Midwest. I would not hesitate to say maybe the entire nation. Matthew Jip. And there he is in all his glory, folks. Jip looking to put up a shot here for the Mustangs. Get himself some points on the night with a handy Mustangs lead and a Mustangs ticket punched to Lincoln, Nebraska for the state tournament.
You gotta get this free throw off before time expires.
The shot is up. The rebound is to Jack Thrasher. Chase Bogues will control the ball, and Matthew Jip will get a double screen around the high post. He will curl around. The pass will come from the point guard, and he will pull up for three. I guarantee it, folks.
That's his second personal and team's third for the half.
So I guess Wood River wanted to get their version of Jip into the game. That's why the foul was committed.
You can see a screen here from Ace Ekman on the low post. Jip is going to cut around. There's a double screen from Colton Strader. Colton's going to look to the corner, but Jip was not open. The handoff to Jip.
Yeah,
he dribbles around
for
three. No good. No good. Matthew Jip has just rimmed out there from three.
He's
Still
been
2
close
minutes
a
to
couple
play.
times.
The three from Christian Johnson, no good for Wood River. The rebound to
There's
number
nobody
15.
foul. We need a foul right now. It's going to expire the clock.
Colton Strader can't grab the ball for the Mustangs. Wood River will take the ball. 61-27 here. Under 2 minutes to play. Running clock, so we'll see if Matthew Jip can get himself a three-point bucket on the night.
Yeah, again, just don't foul anybody because that will pretty much expire the clock.
The two is put up, grabbed by Chase Bogues.
There you go, get it to Jip.
Bogues, an excellent ball handler and a good passer. He'll look around. Matthew Jip on the perimeter.
Give it back
Sees
to him.
nothing.
There he is, there he is.
There he is, there he is.
Shoot it. Oh, got covered.
Closed out hard by Reed Graves. Chase Bogues will take the
There he
ball
is.
to the top of the key. The pass to Matthew Jip.
Should just dribble drive down the lane.
Uninterested. The handoff again.
Oh, he had an opportunity.
Another handoff.
There it is.
Jip in the corner for
There it
three.
is.
Too far.
He had
50 seconds to go.
He had to take the attempt because you don't know if you can get the ball back.
And the clock is stopped.
Yeah, there's a timeout. Wood River called the
I see,
timeout,
I see.
so you get the clock stoppage with a T. A T-O.
In just 35 seconds, this Mustangs team will cut down the nets. The ball is stolen by Chase Bogues. And he'll choose a layup over the kick to Matthew Jipp behind him. Questionable choice there. He'll no doubt hear about it from the student section.
Yeah, right.
But, the steal! The steal goes to Matthew Jipp! Jipp dribbles the ball around the corner.
Launch it up!
The ball is taken by Colton Strader. Still 7 seconds to go. Matthew Jipp breaks into the clear for three. No! And that is all she wrote, folks. The Wood River Eagles season ends here tonight on Jerry Fletcher Court here at Concordia Junior Senior High School. 63-27 Mustang victory. And Concordia will head for the second year in a row to Lincoln, Nebraska as the number 4 seed in the state tournament. They will be playing Auburn in the first round, a game of some unfinished business. We will no doubt see that, but closing it out tonight are the Concordia Mustangs. They will cut down the nets here in a few minutes, and they will head to state once again.
Yeah, pretty unbelievable performance tonight. 63-27, they dominated. As they're jumping up and down in the student section celebrating. Wood River out at half court.
Our first presentation tonight will be to
for the
C14
runner-up trophy.
Coach Connor Braddock and the Wood River Eagles.
Season well played by Wood River. They closed it out on a disappointing loss, but they took their sub-district from the hands of Adams Central, who of course had a prestigious season last year, closing it out with the runner-up award in C1 State.
And now the presentation for the district championship.
Back-to-back district champions, the Concordia Mustangs, led tonight by Zach Koulis.
Yeah, going back to the state tournament for the second year in a row. I think that's what they expected. Anything less than another state appearance would have been a disappointment for this team.
Out comes the ladder from Mr. Oscar Gonzalez and Mr. Nikolai Love. And this Mustangs team will now cut down the nets for the second year in a row.
It's going to be pretty exciting to know that, I'm sure after last year when the season ended, you have a third place finish. You're coming out here with pretty much the same team coming back. This is the moment that you were expecting to get to all season long, and it's now arrived. And so you've accomplished step one, getting to state, cutting down the nets in the district finals championship. Next, going to state and getting a victory there and making a run.
Climbing the ladder, number 1, Matthew Jipp with the scissors. Don't cut your fingers there, Matthew. He will get his first piece of the net, and there it is, folks.
Jipp, number 1 in the, number 1 on your roster, number 1 in your hearts?
That's for sure. That is a fact. And up second, Jackson Shepard.
Thrasher making his way up the ladder. I think McCafferty doesn't need the ladder.
It's quite an experience for those freshmen, Jack Thrasher and Jackson Shepard. Their first year of high school basketball, getting to cut down the nets and head to Lincoln, Nebraska.
Yep.
And now ascending is Chase Bogues.
It's an experience that these guys all need to kind of treasure and hold on to, because time flies so quickly in life, and you start to think back on this moment as probably one of the highlights, of your high school career. Back-to-back district champions, cutting down the net for a second year in a row for some of these people, for some of these freshmen. Who knows what the future holds?
It's something that these guys are never going to forget, being part of this team. Concordia, historically so average, but in the past 2 years, they've turned this basketball program around, made it a powerhouse in Class C1, and We see Colton Strader making his way up the ladder for the second time.
It's good to see because these seniors have worked hard, for 2 years now. Juniors last year, seniors this year. They worked hard. They want to get back to state. They want another chance at the state championship. So to be able to come out here on your home floor, get the victory.
Ladies and gentlemen, it was not caught there on the camera, but we had Ace Heckman hit a very impressive gritty on his way to the ladder. So for all you folks out there into the trends, Ace Heckman is your man, and he is stylish. Zach Alharathi, and up next, Brock Olson. He's been a point guard in the Mustangs for 4 years. Been consistently working his game, refining it, getting it better and better. And this year you saw all that work come to fruition as he was a starter for the Mustangs the entire year. Big contributor tonight and ultimately made a massive difference. And he gets to head to state. Start a game there as Justin Otten will climb down. Really one of the biggest difference makers for this Mustangs team now is Zach Koulis, the coach's son, a great shooter, a fast point guard, all-state point guard last year. The accolades just pile up for a guy like Zach Koulis, and once again, he gets the privilege of cutting down the nets. And for the final cut, Karsten Matheson.
Well, one of those feel-good moments of high school basketball heading into the month of March, the state tournament on your horizon.
It's going to be fun to finally get into the student section, throw on my hard hat and make a difference screaming for this Mustang team.
As they make their way to the other end of the gym to cut down those nets or that net. Real quick, just want to say thank you for everybody and to everybody for watching Concordia Live. Hope you've enjoyed these broadcasts throughout the year. Concordia Live is proud to bring you a full-featured broadcast that is student-led. We've got student broadcasters, student production crew. We've got student camera people as well. And so it's a student-led broadcast. It's been a fun journey to watch these students flourish in the different areas like communication, video production, and cinematography. Part of the broadcast is to have the right equipment. I'd like to thank a generous donor for donating and helping us update some critical components this year so that Concordia Live was able to bring you these broadcasts. It also allows Concordia Live to grow, so we're looking for more students to participate next year, expand that student learning, provide a better broadcast experience, but Concordia Live needs to continue updating and expanding our equipment. So if you're interested in donating, contact the school, and they will be more than willing to talk to you about that as Coach Koulis is now cutting down the net.
And for those of you out there, we'd really appreciate some new nets after tonight. So really, Coach Ken Koulis cuts down the nets on that side for the second year in a row and flashes a 4 down to the crowd, which is the sign of Concordia basketball going to state 2 years in a row.
Yeah, so contact the school. You can contact Matt Mueller directly, or you can contact Mario Alejandre in the advancement office. And we will not be at state because state has NSAA has an exclusive rights deal with somebody. So there will be an opportunity for you to watch these games if you can't make it to Lincoln. But again, if you're coming back next year or you're a Mustang fan, alum, whatever the case may be, we'd love to see you back here next year. And again, as far as the game goes for state, I'm not exactly sure when it is. It's going to depend on when NSAA comes out with the brackets. So we're not sure when the game is. but I believe the tournament starts next Monday. So if you're not sure, you can contact the school and they will let you know when the game is. But as of now, they have not released game times yet for the state tournament. So contact the school, or you can go to NSAA, Nebraska Schools Activities Association. I believe it's .com, but it might be .org. And you can check the schedule there as well. But for those of you asking on the chat, we don't know when the game is yet. But it will be Monday, I believe, but the time has not been set. NSAA waiting to see all who makes it, and then they'll assign the times. But the tournament starts Monday, game time to be determined. Coach Coolis up in the stands, and the players and everybody calling them back so they can take their team pictures, team photos. So you'll get another year up on the banner for the basketball team. Trying to compete with Envirothon for state qualifying.
The Envirothon team.
Yeah, they have a number of years state qualifiers up there on the board.
Mighty as any team we've ever seen here at Concordia. Tonight belongs to this boys basketball team.
Where's the boys banner? There's the girls, there's baseball. Oh, there it is, 2021. So yeah, so they're at 2022 now. State qualifier. It's pretty exciting to see that up there. Pretty exciting to be a part of the broadcast here and watching the students grow and learn. And watch Concordia play. And I believe you've got the seniors down there as well. So there it is, 2021. You see it on your screen, the last time that they were there, which was just last year. Looking to maybe add another championship banner.
One final time, the seniors will stand on the baseline here at Jerry Fletcher Court. And one final time, we will sign off from the booth here. Lewis Thune and associate producer Bobby Lindau, our final games here. And Son Edom, we'll hope to see him back again. Thank you all for joining us in this year at Concordia Live. What a year it has been this basketball season. Obviously very good for this boys team and very healthy for this broadcast team. So that'll do it for us here. Keep up with this team as they head to Lincoln for the state tournament. So long, folks.